The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Wednesday, March 11th. The Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Make real money predicting sports, people. Kalshi is available in all 50 states, and you get $20 free with the promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Brian Bosworth, a.k.a. The Boz, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, brother. Peace out. Boz out.
Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Wednesday, March 11th. Oh boy. YouTube.com/the college experience. Jump on over there, hit that like and subscribe button because the madness is in effect. What a strong day of hoops. I got my ass whooped today. A lot of tough beats. It was the way I got my ass whooped. I don't feel like I just got blown out. It was like every game right on the hook, right on the number. But we shall talk about it all. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
And you're nothing but a chameleon, lemon-headed, coward, terrorist pussy. And I'm after you, buddy. You're going to pay for it. Good night.
Wow. We had just absolute endless overtime games. Missed layups for wins. Shark fin songs and dances. We had the rebirth of a March Madness legend. What else can I say? Shit. We had a blue blood take down the conference again in their final year in the conference. I love this sport. You can't tell. We record it every fucking night. I am joined by my co-host, who also loves this sport, and he also loves college baseball. And I'm watching Chaminade get destroyed by Hawaii right now. They're down 15-0. He is the host of the college baseball experience. Give it up for the great Noah Bieniek. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing all right. I was going to say something else, but I think I got to respond to you. Gonzaga, blue blood? That's too rich, right? Gonzaga.
Well, for that conference at least.
Yeah, for that league, I guess you can call them like a titan.
They're
stalwart.
Pretty fucking close though, dude. When's the last time they missed
no
the NCAA
title
tournament?
though? No
That's
title.
True. That's true.
You got to have a title to be a blue blood, I think. But yeah, it was March Madness all over the place, even on the diamond, as a 16 seed beat a 1 seed today in the World Baseball Classic, basically.
Wild shit going on everywhere.
Yeah, all over.
Isn't sports fucking awesome? The chat. Fire Wes Miller.
Hey,
well,
he won.
Yeah, you mean Wes Satterfield? His name is Wes Satterfield, as far as I know it to be.
There you go.
Yes, and I love this reference here. Chaminade beat Ralph Sampson. They are good for life. Amen. And they should always be in the Maui Invitational.
Always.
And we should always have a Maui Invitational. Yeah, so MAAC going to join us in a bit. He's driving home, so it means he's got thunder gas going on. He's going to run out of gas.
Thunder gas.
But
yeah, that's true. He actually is probably driving through a storm.
Yeah, see? There we go. Yeah, he may join us, but we're going to start off with game balls, then talk about tomorrow's fun slate. But today's games were weird because we kind of prefaced it last night by saying there's a lot of trash games, like play-in games, but you did have some great, powerful games, and that I just felt like Dude, I had a tough time on these. Like, I really feel I'd rather lose by 100 than lose the way I lost today. And really 3 gigantic games to me. But I'll open up the first game ball with I'm gonna give it to Hofstra. I was getting 5.5 with Monmouth. We got a 4-point play by Monmouth to cut the game down to 2 or 1 with about, I think it was to 2 with about, I don't know, 30 seconds left. This game had no business losing, but they fouled with 0.5 seconds left. I'm like, you scumbag ref. You couldn't just let that be gone. But shout out, this story is, I mean, this was a really fun game. It was a really fun game to watch. I like both these programs. I'm a college basketball junkie. So King Rice, I remember him at Carolina. I remember Speedy Claxton, for Jay Wright. And, it's just cool to see the development of those guys become, coaches and now, can go on magical runs, and Speedy Claxton has done that. But this, in my opinion, this should have hit. This was a very, very bad beat, especially considering this was the largest lead of the game. So, yeah, but shout out game ball to them for sure, because I mean, it's great to have the Flying Dutchman back dancing. They should bring back their football program, because I think they're one of the stranger stories with their football program being they made the FCS playoffs the year they got rid of the program. So it's like, and they Marquise Colston, Wayne Corbett, Giovanni Carmazzi, they had guys. But anyway, shout outs to Hofstra and Speedy Claxton. Great, one of the better watches today.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
I feel, so I don't know how I was going to phrase that. I'm very happy for Speedy, played there, and able to get them back to the tournament. And yeah, I tweeted about it from the account. Like, they were the team that won this tournament in 2020 and were robbed of that NCAA tournament appearance. And it was going to be their first one in like 20 years. And now this one's the first one in 25 years. It's a big win for the program to get him back kind of in the spotlight. And I bet he was on cloud 9, man. Like, when they were showing all these different cuts, like, he's emotional with under 10 seconds to go, knowing that they're about to win this thing. Then he's holding up the trophy, and it's just pure jubilation, like he's a 5-year-old kid. Like, very, very happy for him. And he's got a hell of a team, a hell of a backcourt. The Cruz Davis, Preston Edmeade duo is, a very good one. And Edmeade in the last 2 games, I mean, Davis got in foul trouble in both, and this kid's just emerged as a big time player for him. So they are playing good ball entering March, and I don't know how live they are. How about you, Colby? What are your thoughts on the Pride? If they're like a 13 up against a 4, I don't think they're going to be a 14 up against the.
Didn't 3. They give UCF a bunch of trouble earlier this year? But that's UCF. I thought they almost knocked off UCF like first week of the season or something. But
yeah, they lost by 4 to UCF. They beat Pitt. They beat Syracuse.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really saying anything, especially after. I mean, I guess shout out to Pitt, but
Pitt won today. I can't wait.
They pulled that out of their ass, dude. Yeah, but
ACC was a hilarious mess today.
It's interesting looking at this box score. So I'm a skeptic of thinking they could win, but it depends who they draw. Like those, they got some guards that can keep you in the game, but the box score is quite hilarious. Besides the rebounding edge, which Hofstra won 43-31, it's an interesting stat sheet. Like points in the paint, Monmouth won that battle, and then second chance points was even. Hofstra had 1 more point. Fast break points 18-2 in Monmouth's favor. It's just an interesting box score, just because normally when you look at a box score, you can normally kind of see the team that won. That one, I would say, besides free throw shooting, they shot 82% from the line. That's actually in a 6-point game. That's pretty fucking big right there because 82% compared to 70% for Monmouth. That might be the thing you circle. But yeah, I mean, I doubt that they're live. I don't love the team that much, but maybe they got a couple guards that can keep them in the game potentially. So right now, if you just pull bracket matrix up, who would be the 3 seeds right now?
3 seeds. I think they may get a 13. I think we're maybe looking at 4 seeds here. Bracket matrix has them as a 13. The potential 4 seeds here are Alabama. I don't know if I see that happening. They're very similar.
I don't like that matchup. Yeah. What else?
Virginia, also another team that's kind of similar in style, and their size, I think, could give Hofstra some fits. I think both Kansas and Texas Tech could be vulnerable to them. That's the 4 line.
I might take them in the points, even against Virginia, but the Bama one, I don't think I would take them in the points.
So expanding it a little bit further up and a little bit further down, Purdue could be vulnerable.
They could be vulnerable there, yes.
And then Vanderbilt, Arkansas, St. John's.
I mean, I think they could give Vanderbilt a game.
They've looked weaker down the stretch.
St. John's, I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say no to Arkansas, too. I'll take the Arkansas backcourt over Hofstra.
I think you're rooting for Vandy or Purdue or something, but shout out to the Flying Dutchman. Nice win. Where do you want to go to next, bro?
I would love to talk about the so I asked before we went live if there was a conference tournament missing, and there was.
Which one?
The ACC is not in this slide that I've created, and that began today. And I just want to talk the entire league. Entire league.
Because there was one game that was awesome.
All of
Actually,
it that
there was
happened
2 games
today,
that were good.
I think should be talked about today. All of it. That is yesterday's. Hold on. It's in here. It's just not in the specific slide that we have presented currently.
I mean, if you are a Virginia Tech fan, I thought that was the game of the day in the ACC. That game is the perfect example of your whole season. Did you watch any of this game, Bieniek? The missed layup? I mean, the missed layup. First off, the missed runner, which I thought was going to fall, but then a perfect opportunity for a layup. I almost think like that on like you're playing, 8, 9-year-olds, 9, 10-year-olds, they make that layup. I mean, for whatever reason, Mike Young and Virginia Tech. We were talking about this on the SGP show. They've only gotten blown out like a couple times this year. I feel like every loss has been painful, incredibly painful. This one, unbelievable. Wake Forest. Now watching this also, I was like, man, I can see Wake Forest beating Clemson. Still though, like the Hokies were on the bubble. This is to me one of the more painful losses.
All 3 bubble teams that were playing in a first round matchup of the ACC fell flat on their face today. I guess SMU won. Syracuse was hilarious too. Then them going out in an absolute whimper that should end it for Autry. But Stanford face planting against Pitt. I mean, dude,
that game was ridiculous.
This thing melted away. Dude.
I mean, and then Kyle Smith post game saying, "Yeah, we belong in."
No,
we put Texas. He said, "I think he said if we put Texas in last year."
I know everybody can use that this year. Like Texas did not belong in last year. North Carolina didn't belong in last year. It's hilarious, but
they don't belong in to me.
Dude, Stanford better not get in. I don't think they will. But yet them absolutely falling apart down the stretch, just not making plays. I think there was a turnover in that stretch.
I mean, the
too,
biggest play
so-
of the game. The biggest play of the game to me was the game winner. Essentially, just bad defense. Just let him come all the way down there. And Jeff Capel. That's another storyline. Is Capel and Hurley, the Dukies.
Yeah, both
Survive.
guys that are canned, still alive. But just all three games I found very hilarious in the ACC, and I could not wait to talk about today on the show.
Yeah, I mean Syracuse, SMU was just that was a big win for SMU. I guess they're on the bubble. And
I think,
shout out. What's
I
that?
think DJen Lynn's going to point you to your next game ball here, or the next
Yeah,
game you wanna talk
this was the best probably actual game today. I know me and Donaldson were talking about a big moment in this game, but in triple overtime, McNeese State takes down UT Rio Grande. I had Rio Grande. I cashed on Rio Grande. But there was I mean, this game was hilarious. This game was a absolute awesome basketball game to watch. So I want to start with that. I don't think there was a big moment in this game that I thought, I would just say if I was the head coach or the athletic director at UT Rio Grande, I would be submitting the tape to the conference because there was a big turnover when they had a 2-point lead or a 3-point lead. What was it? Donaldson, was it 3-point lead or 2-point lead?
I think it was 3 when it happened. But yeah, they go to the monitor to review a 10-second violation that was also affected by a clock thing.
Yeah. And I didn't think it was, it caught my eye as I thought it was a little quick in real time, but on the review, I thought it had only shown that it had only proved it more. Like to me, it looked like they only gave him like 6 seconds to get the fucking ball up the court. And the fact that they would look at that and then not change it, I would love an explanation from the referees, because I just think that was a gigantic, and of course on that next possession, the best player from the team fouls out. So they wouldn't have had the ball and they would have their best player going into the next overtime had it even played out, or they just would have won it outright. Yeah. That was a very shady call. And I can't help but think that the conference tournament being in Lake Charles on the campus of McNeese State, if McNeese doesn't go to the championship game, I don't think there's a lot of fans from Nagastocious there. And I'm pretty sure there's not a bunch of fans from fucking Edinburgh, Texas there. So I can see any conspiracy, you got to look for the zeros, right? I just wish they would give you a better explanation. Like these refs should talk into the microphone. Sometimes they do, but I just feel like you, if you're watching that game, you deserve a better explanation of what the fuck happened there. Great game though, besides that.
I had the game on. It was a fantastic game, obviously, because it went to triple overtime and it was tight and entertaining throughout. When I was watching it, and granted, I was pissed off watching USA lose 8-0 at the time to Italy. And I didn't have the volume on the game, but to me, I didn't think anything of it. Now, I wasn't necessarily as locked in as I would have liked to have been on that game. But to me, we just saw this 2 days ago with a home team kind of getting screwed out by a clock, management or whatever you want to call it, like operator too.
Maybe,
If I think he got it off, but still,
I think he got it off too.
It was
still shouldn't happen.
It started late.
When you're going to when you're in a playoff.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, for a regular season game, but like this, there's too much money on the line.
I agree. And that's why I think that it's conference official. But to your point, like zeros, even a conference official, maybe.
Well, think about ticket sales. If you don't have McNeese in there tomorrow, that shit would be trash. Yeah.
Like, I see your point on that, but I also think the TV ratings and the numbers and the money off of TV far outweighs the in-person ticket sales. But
I just think
I
they
see where you're coming from. I just didn't think.
Well, even the announcers, I thought, I know you didn't have the audio on. They're like, yeah, this is a big problem. But then, like, I get it. They got to do their job, and maybe they don't want to get they want to be hired by the Southland next year or ESPN, whatever.
Well, they're freelancing. They're trying to get as many jobs as they can.
I think they did a poor job of driving that home. I just think you got to say, hey, what? Like, just at least they're watching the same shit we're watching. You know, like the refs have an excuse because maybe there's a different camera angle or they're clocking it or they're doing something that we don't know. But that was pretty bad from our point of view, or from my point of view, at least. I would be outrageous if I was Rio Grande's athletic director. That shit's already submitted, and I'd be outspoken on this thing because that just screams shady.
And it's
but what sucks? What's that?
Go ahead. I was going to change the topic. Go ahead.
No, I was saying what sucks is it was a great game. Like that was already in double overtime when that happened. Yeah. So, what were you going to say?
Yeah, and I mean McNeese, they've been a good team all year long. They've been one of the best 2 teams in the league. They had an outstanding game from a little bit of everybody. That Larry Johnson kid's fantastic as a freshman. It's just hilarious though because the Southland's under fire for baseball wise with umpires right now too because they fucked up royally the other night, and it's been a terrible black eye for the league. So it's like they're getting whacked in 2 different areas by officials. It's not a ideal time to be part of the Southland Conference.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine having the money line in that Rio Grande game. Shout out to DJ Lid giving us $10. Appreciate you, man. And well, Brian, I mean, I hit on Penn State as a money line against Iowa less than a week, 10 days ago. So I mean, that was the logic there. They've beaten Iowa, Washington, and Minnesota in the past month. I don't think it's that outrageous. But
poor Josh got caught not using his burner account.
This guy's he's always in here too. Appreciate you coming back. We appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate you coming back and checking us out game after game, day after day. I mean, I feel like Bieniek, we should talk about the other gigantic game, which was in the horizon. This was a horrible beat for me too, man. I was laying 3.5 with Wright State.
This one was a tough one because the freshman missed about 3 free throws in the final 40 seconds.
They had a fucking 8-point lead with a minute left. It's like I
mean, Detroit pissed down their leg because they were winning a lot of that second half.
They did.
They were the first ones to piss down their leg. Then Wright State built up that lead. And then bricked a couple of free throws.
Detroit even fouled with the second left. It's like, I'm going to get home. No. Fun watch. Lovejoy balled out again. Huge block, though. Most pivotal play of the game was a block by
the freshman forward for Wright State. He was freshman of the year in the conference. His name is escaping me. Give me 1 second to pull up the roster, and I'll be able to shout him out.
Points in the paint were the difference in this one, though, man. Wright State 36, Detroit 24. I would say you circle that. Wright State was terrible from 3 today, 4 for 17.
Pickett, Kellen Pickett got the big block at the end there. That was his 4th of the game.
Yeah, that was a gigantic block, man. Because this is a fun watch. Great league. I mean, I love the Horizon. So shout out.
I mean, Wright State is a really nice story because they're young, man. Like Clint Sargent, year 2, getting the job done in the Horizon after a year ago. They were calling for his neck because it wasn't as good of a year as they were used to under the guy that's at Southern Illinois, who's also escaped in my head. Wright State, I think, ran the table in the league. They were the best in the regular season, best in the tournament. I'm excited to see them in the tournament. Horizon's been known to make a little bit of noise.
Yeah, Scott Nagy, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, great game, dude. These are some tough beats, though, man. There were some tough beats.
That one was bad.
I was on Virginia Tech, dude. I was on Virginia Tech. I'm not even talking about ATS. I'm talking about I took a future on Virginia Tech. I mean, I took an ATS too, but I'm saying That was another thing. Is like I had doubled down. Someone did hit me up on Twitter saying like, "You're a moron. Why didn't you hedge on all these?" I could have hedged on a bunch of these opportunities, but I don't believe in that shit. All right. There were a few opportunities where I feel like every team that I had a future on in the championship ate shit. Let's go to. Actually, I guess we should just kind of hit all the championship games. How about Jerry Mack? That was another one. I went in on Merrimack there. Merrimack, they're not built to come from behind, man.
No,
they're just
not
built.
And I want to shout this out too. They busted that zone. I think Jerry Mack and whoever's on the staff, they did a really damn good job of getting penetration in the zone. They were able to get the ball through the baseline and kind of work it from the end in out. And they busted it early. They had 35 points in the first half. I was expecting this one to be a lower scoring kind of rock fight, and Siena ran away with it. I thought it was a really good scout, to be honest.
No, I agree. I mean, look, I doubled down on my future on Merrimack, but once they got down early, and I'll credit Merrimack, they did go on a run. They really went on a run to try to get this thing closer, and they did for a minute, but they could never fully get there because Jerry Mack stayed ahead of them, I felt like. But shout out to Jerry Mack.
Sorry,
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm like pouncing on you when you pause today. I don't know why.
You're good. Go.
I forgot about the Wright State game. So the reason why Wright State made the late run in the second half to retake the lead over Detroit, they switched to zone. And that was what killed Detroit in the game prior. Who was it? Who did they play? It was
they beat Robert Morris.
They beat Robert Romo. Morris. Yeah, Romo played zone and were able to kind of claw back in that game too. So yeah, that was huge from Wright State. Also in the scout with Sargent, like once they were down, I think it was 10. They just like, all right, we're going 1-3-1, and Detroit could not figure it out. Man, they could not figure it out. And then Siena dealing with the zone today. I thought they pierced it. Sorry, what were you talking about?
No, I was wondering. So we talked Wright State, we talked Siena. We already did this Siena, exercise.
On Siena, though, like just for them moving forward before we move on, they lack a little bit of depth. Like I don't think this is necessarily a team that can knock off a high major like a previous MAAC school. Like we've seen St. Mary's, we've seen somebody else out of the MAAC that slipped my mind. They only played 6 guys in this game. I just don't know if that's necessarily going to cut it against the top 2 seed in the NCAA tournament.
Well, I was just about to ask you. So, because we already did this exercise with Hofstra. Not Monmouth, Siena, Wright State. Are any of them live for you?
I think if I had to choose one, gun to my head on one, it'd be Wright State. I shy away from Siena for sure. Where's Wright State on bracket matrix? They are 14, so they get all the same teams that we mentioned.
I think actually, I like Hofstra's chances better than Wright State's.
Yeah, Hofstra was a 13, so they got 4 seeds. So Wright State as a 14, and Hofstra was a 13. So Wright State getting 4 seed, third. No, I'm all over the place. Wright State getting 3 seeds. That's Iowa State, Nebraska, Purdue, Gonzaga. They could catch maybe Purdue on an off night. Iowa State smokes those type of teams. Gonzaga's been there, done that in the NCAA tournament. Maybe Nebraska, if they choke with all the pressure of getting a first tournament win.
But I would say maybe Nebraska of the past couple of years. But man, they look so much better this year. They look like legit.
I know. I agree.
Interesting thoughts there, folks. Want to tell you,
Siena is not beating UConn, Houston, Illinois, or Michigan State.
No. Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by us. Yes, March is here. If you haven't noticed, and SGPN is giving away $25,000 in Survivor Madness. Winner take all. One person will take home $25,000 guaranteed. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/survivor. That's SportsGamblingPodcast.com/survivor. And remember, as always, to let it ride. We're also brought to you by Kalshi. Kalshi is a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. And Kalshi has a ton of trading options for your favorite sports. Kalshi now has combos. Combine 2 or more predictions to increase your payouts. Look, it's Kalshi. You can trade anything. New Kalshi customers get $20 when you use the promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, KALSHI, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Hit on our underdog play today. We gave out on yesterday's show. Look, Underdog's got you covered for picking for almost every single sport. Underdog has just increased their payouts too. How about this? 2 pick entries now at 3.5 times. 3 pick entries now at 6.5 times the amount of money you throw down. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers to play $5, get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCESGPN. So do that and let it ride. All right, we are back and we are still game balling it. Bieniek, where are you taking us to next?
Sorry, I was on mute. Let's just continue to kind of walk it out through some of the conference tournament title games. Let's do Gonzaga and them completing that comeback against Santa Clara. Santa Clara had this thing early. They had a lot of the momentum.
It's the same story over and over.
Yeah,
I can't believe I didn't hit on this.
Santa Clara had the momentum early, and then once that tidal wave came, like that crowd that Jim picked up for Gonzaga, and it was too much, man, for Santa Clara late in that game.
Still should have covered though. Like getting 8.5 points and losing this game was pretty filthy. Pretty filthy. But shout out to the Zags. You're right though. The thing that stood out was just the momentum in that crowd. That's a fucking home game. It was like playing a fucking home game. Once you got hot, that shit was bananas. So the Zags in their final year in the West Coast Conference win another tournament. Shout out to the Zags and Santa Clara. I still think they're going to be in, but you got to that's got to just bother you so much because it was like it's honestly. Didn't Santa Clara play them tough in the kennel too? So it's like I feel like specifically the game in Santa Clara and this one were like mirror images of like them up a good chunk of the game and then one big run by the Zags and boom, it's over. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot we have to touch on coach storylines of the MAAC game real quick. I was reading on the chat, and so Rob says, was this MAAC championship the interview for the Syracuse job for Jerry McNamara?
I personally think I would want to see a bigger sample size, but
so mid-season I was saying that too. Like they were kind of looking really good early on, non-conference in the first maybe 2 weeks of the conference play. I was like, this is going really, really well. I think he may be able to get that jump, but like kind of, falling back a little bit into the pack in the league. They took it on the chin a little bit. They had like 6 or 7 conference losses. Winning the tournament's good. He probably does get a promotion. I just don't know if he's going to get that Syracuse job.
He should get the Bonnie's job before that, or something like that.
Good call.
Yeah. If I'm a Syracuse fan, you want to get him eventually if he continues to, but I think that's too far. Like you are Syracuse. Yeah. You should be able to get a very good proven power coach or one right on the cusp of jumping to the power.
Mac's been on Hodgson, and I kind of believe him. He's from that area. Like he even more so than Schertz, who's from Brooklyn. Hodgson from upstate. Like I think that's probably your guy. The other one is on Joe Gallup for Merrimack. So I clicked on the wrong one. So Frank Corbel saying Merrimack is a good pick in the NIT. They actually came out today and said they denied an invite from the CBI. He's gone.
Or that means they're waiting for the NIT?
Maybe.
But he is probably gone. He is probably gone.
If you're denying a postseason invite, I don't know how good that looks for Merrimack, which, I mean, hell of a run. It was a great transition from D2 to D1. You'd have loved to have gotten an NCAA tournament with him at the D1 level, but still, he transitioned you as about as good as anybody could have. So,
yeah. I want to talk about a money line that I hit. My dog of the night. Kind of saved me from having a really horrible night. I still didn't have a good night, but Jackson State Grambling. This was a hilarious game. If you watch the final 2 minutes of this game, there was some bad basketball. There was some really bad basketball in the final 2 minutes of this game.
In on this.
But my money line hit, and we battled. We battled McIntyre on this one, as we were baffled by Mac's statements of Grambling looking good of late, because we thought that was inaccurate, but also we couldn't understand the line. And Jackson State had a halftime lead, and to Mac's credit, I guess, Grambling did grab a 7-point lead early in the second half, and I was like, no way, is he gonna hit this shit? But Jackson State came roaring back. Shout out to Mo Williams and stuff. 68-65. They went outright. They were a 5.5-point dog. So glad to hit that. And Jackson State advances. And I still think they're. I don't get how they came to that line last night. But anyway, I know you didn't get eyes on this one, but thoughts on the outcome?
I don't have much because I did not watch. Didn't put this one on a screen today. Snuck through the cracks. Shout out to Rob Donaldson though. He says pick 3 teams.
Sorry, go for it.
Oh, good. Pick 3 teams blind to pull an upset. Tennessee State, Troy, Northern Iowa, High Point, North Dakota State, and Hofstra.
I mean, the first ones that jump out would be Troy, Northern Iowa, and I think High Point would be my third one. Tennessee State's an interesting one.
I was thinking them too.
Yeah.
But I think it's, for me, power ranked, I'm choosing the same 4 teams, top 4. I think I go UNI just because I think that's a tough matchup for some teams, like extremely slow operation there with experience for the Panthers. So I think they're a tough draw. And then I'd probably go Troy because they showed in the non-conference that they can really punch up.
I would agree with your assessment so far.
And then I'd go High Point, Tennessee toss-up. Like, it depends on their draw. High Point, probably a 13, getting a 4. Tennessee State's probably a 15, getting a 2. So I'd probably favor High Point over Tennessee State. But I like the athleticism that Tennessee State has. So it depends.
Sure. North Dakota State, Hofstra, right? I think their guards could keep them in it longer. But
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the great Rob Donaldson. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel, Rob Donaldson's Best Bets. We should talk about the fuck is the name of it? The French fry?
Oh,
Starch Madness. Yeah. Starch. I'm fucking brain dead, dude. I recorded like 8 hours on air today. Great day for us on this.
Fantastic.
Yes,
day.
We have our Idaho future still alive as Idaho takes down Munson and E-Dub. Then the Grizz also took down Portland. Almost blew this fucking game though. They were up by 20. This got tense late. But shout out to Montana, who took down the 1 seed there in Portland State, setting up for a great Starch Madness championship game tomorrow between the Vandals and the Grizzlies. Bieniek, your thoughts?
Yeah, the Idaho Eastern Washington game I had on a lot just because it was the last one of the night. And Idaho locked them up, man. E-Dub was getting nothing free offensively. Couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat. And yeah, that was some of the best, like Idaho, in my opinion, like what I think of them is the 3-point shooting. They have like a little bit of an advanced offensive system for the conference that they play in with Pribble, but defensively, they've been really good this last 3 weeks. And that's been a big difference. Like they have given up plus 75 twice in the last 3 weeks. So that'll win you some basketball games in the mid-major conference for sure. Tough way to go out for E-Dub to not have your best offensive night, to shoot 3 of 20 from deep. because they were on quite a roll to finish the year.
They were 9. They had won 9 of 10 before tonight.
And then speaking of on a roll, Montana with the 2 wins, I think those 2 wins, man, are a better one to like Portland State, Northern Colorado, and back-to-back nights. That's tough to match.
Yeah. 100%. So, all right, we did that. Let's talk AE. I mean, it went chalk. So I don't know what to really.
I laid it with both.
Yeah. I lost on both of these. And that was a dagger cover by NJIT. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
Dude hits a jumper right unnecessary.
Gotcha.
Hits at 3.
So that's how we lost Vermont.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was how.
But the other one, man, Lowell. I watched that whole Lowell game.
Yeah,
they struggled, man. They really struggled. Like that. Like UMBC, they were just too much for him, which was surprising to me. Even though I know that
their
they
third straight drilling against them.
Yeah, I feel like their size was an issue for them too, which I don't even picture UMBC like as a big team, but just Lowell's style of play, everything was hard for them. It felt like every fucking possession was hard for them. Shout out to them. What sets up for UMBC Vermont in Baltimore. You know, a couple of years ago, back when Coach Odom, Virginia's head coach Ryan Odom, was head coach. What was that, 19, 18 when UMBC pulled off the upset?
18, because Virginia won it in 19, I believe.
That's right. Well, Coach Odom knocked off Vermont in Burlington. Now Vermont will have their first chance to do this in Baltimore. So it should be a fun matchup there.
This is a rare America East championship game that has Vermont in it, but they're on the road.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Then, I mean, we should the game. I gotta this is a bad beat in my opinion, but I gotta give you guys credit for saying that Long Island's gym would be packed, and it was. It was. I don't understand really why, but I guess to win a NEC championship. But I mean, and it's their final home game, I guess, and the program's development, I guess, is flourishing. So maybe I stand corrected, but. This was a bad beat. Mercyhurst, they had the fucking lead with they're up 2 with what? 5-6 minutes left. I feel
like a tight game throughout, you know, and it was higher scoring than I thought it was going to be. It was more entertaining.
But that shit was lit. It was more entertaining. That shit was lit, man. In Long Island, and one thing I will say as a Long Island fan, even though I ate shit here, and I'm not a couple of people tweeted me saying we're not allowed Lugers. I mean. 24 wins, man.
Yeah.
24 fucking wins. Shout out to Rod Strickland doing a hell of a job up there in Brooklyn at the fucking Steinberg Wellness Center, because it was rocking, and their little shark song and their shark dance.
Dude, the song that came out today is hilarious. The actual team account tweeted it.
I mean, was that was just AI, I assume, right?
I assume it was AI.
Yeah. It was like all auto-tuned, but still classic.
And it was like they were name dropping some of the guys on the team. It was great.
Yeah, pretty great stuff. Greg Gordon had a big game for him today. Fun watch with that gym being lit. Hey, I hope he continues to build it. That's an interesting one. I forget who messaged me this, but someone asked me if I think Rod Strickland might get a promotion. And I go, ooh, I didn't think about that. Well, it depends where, I think, but he might. Okay. Yeah, like say Merrimack did open or Siena did open. I think they pay more than Long Island, right? I would assume. Would you take that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I got no answer for you. I don't know a whole lot of what Rod Strickland would possibly be interested in. I don't have a good feel on that, I don't think.
I hope he stays at Long Island. He's our boy. But shout outs to Rod Strickland.
He did. I mean, he was all over the place in the NBA.
He was with Calipari. He was an assistant with, I don't know.
So then, no, Frank's not leaving. I was like, oh, UMass.
I'm trying to remember his role with Calipari's team. It wasn't assistant coach. It was like maybe he was a GA.
Was this at Kentucky or UMass?
Yeah, at Kentucky, I believe. It doesn't
Kentucky.
even really note this, huh? Interesting. Am I crazy? Am I making this up? No, he was at administrative role at Kentucky under John Calipari. He was also director of operations at Memphis. So there is that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, DePaul's not opening up anytime soon. Like he seems like a.
Well, he's from Staten
probably,
Island. He's from Staten Island.
Yeah.
So I like New York City. Any job around there, I think.
He seems like a guy that would probably thrive in an urban area.
Yeah,
because he chose to go play in Chicago for college. Like played in the.
He's
NBA,
a fucking legend. He can walk.
cities.
I mean, dude, he was a really good point guard. Like he was actually like underrated to me. Like he could, I would assume go into some kid's living room and be like, dude, you know, especially a point guard.
Here's
like,
my highlight.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he was a really good point guard.
How about that though? Like the entire stigma of former players is definitely valid. Like you look at a lot of the former players at power conference leagues, but shit, we're looking at Jerry Mack, Rod Strickland, and Speedy Claxton all clinched bids today.
You know what I appreciate though about that, and why I think it's different than Patrick Ewing or Mullen or Mike Woodson. They spent time in the college game as an assistant. You know what I mean? So to me, they came up seeing how the college game works. When you just have them like the Drexler thing, where like, oh, I'm an NBA player, I can do this. That's where I just think it's a lazy hire. You know what I mean? But I guess Stoudemire, he was an assistant at Arizona too, wasn't he? So Stoudemire was still a failure, you know, but some are going to be like that.
Yeah, Stoudemire had the previous head coaching experience at Pacific too.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, but that's the thing though, is he almost got like the Kim English shit, where were they worthy of the promotion? I know he went to the Celtics for a couple years, but at Pacific he didn't really kill it.
No,
you know what I mean? Like
that was a very surprising.
That's what I'm saying. Kim English, like at George Mason, he brought in better talent, but they still didn't really pass the eye test to me.
I know Georgia Tech's got a new AD, but that previous AD that made that hire, that was a really head scratching one.
He's at Michigan State now too, right?
Yes. Yes. It's shit.
I forget his name, but yeah,
it's a short one. It's like 3 letters and then an abbreviation or something. Abbreviation and 3 letters. But
yeah. Shout out to Monty Pritchett. I completely agree. Rod Strickland played point guard to the definition of the position. He passed shooters into possession, especially on fast breaks. I agree. I actually think he's kind of slept on historically, like when you consider NBA point guards. He was a really good point guard. I think it's because he floated around so many different teams, but he was a really good player in my opinion.
J-Bat.
What about
J-Bat was the former Georgia Tech AD.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? CUSA was hilarious tonight as Missouri State. MAAC did beat me in a lock battle as Missouri State and Kwanzaa Martin showed up, won by 3 against Pitbull. The No Limit Soldiers in Pitbull did not prevail in their conference tournaments. Also, I thought Mac's angle of us taking Jacksonville State was a smooth angle, considering they just blew a double-digit lead to New Mexico State. But no, this was a fun watch too. Both games are actually a fun watch. So CUSA did deliver game-wise tonight. New Mexico State wins by 5 against Jacksonville State, and Jacksonville State had some fans there too. So shout outs to both the results there with the Aggies getting a big win and the Bears of Missouri State. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I was buying what MAAC was selling on Jack State too. I thought the home crowd advantage was also going to be bigger. And New Mexico State, I just thought that they were, not the greatest team this year. But yeah, Missouri State and FIU and was a little bit more of a bum fight. I thought FIU was going to be a little bit better than they were this year. So that's on me. I think I was selling them a little bit harder.
I still thought they were better than they passed the.
They
eye
were
test
better
to
than
me.
they've been in years past.
Yeah,
but they weren't quite as good as I thought they could have been. I guess 8-12 in league is not bad, but like seed wise, I thought they would be better in the league.
Yeah, I think we've almost talked about every substantial thing. There's a couple things I want to hit on though.
Haven't hit on Big 12.
Yes, Arizona State, MAAC, you good call, good win on the lock battle. And I there's no way I would have bet this if it wasn't.
I did lose one of them to him though in this league.
Well, I like the one to me. Like I didn't have a good feel about this. Thought the line stunk a little bit, but it was a standalone, so I went on Baylor. Bad play.
Actually, no, I won both. I lost the money line on Utah, but I had Utah.
I hit on
Cincy.
Utah. I hit on Utah. I beat him in a lock battle there too. But
and then Arizona State won outright against Baylor. I picked the wrong money line.
Baylor's fucking terrible, dude.
Terrible.
I wonder.
I've been on it.
Do you think Drew?
Awful.
You think he might step down?
No. I just think it was a really bad group that he had in there.
Yeah.
I even thought it was on paper going into the year. It was not to the point where it was under the radar JUCO talent that he had rocked with in the 2010s coming up. And he had gone way to the other side of the spectrum with blue chip talent and spending up in the portal. And that didn't necessarily work. So he kind of went under the radar talent wise again this year with a stud freshman. And I don't think he was an issue whatsoever. I liked Tunde this year, but I just didn't think they had great pieces surrounding him. So
it's going to be interesting to see if Jerome Tang goes back to Waco because I still think he might be able to get a mid-major job.
Jerome Tang and Driscoll.
Yeah. We should talk about. I also beat MAAC in a lock battle with BYU as they drilled Kansas State by 14. Big win for BYU. Which sets up BYU in West Virginia next up. But shout out to the Cougs. And then Oklahoma State did flush the toilet on Colorado. I thought that was a crazy line, so I went in on the Buffs. But no, Oklahoma State keeps their postseason chances alive. Where are they on bracket matrix? They got to be somewhere.
Oklahoma State is.
Well, no, they lost to Houston. They just covered. So in my mind, I think they hit that. So they still need a lot of work, I think, right?
Yeah, they're not in the first four out. They're just outside of that, it looks like.
But hey, they live to see another day and they play TCU, and that's a winnable game, man. That is a winnable game. So
just approach it like you need to go win the whole damn thing. That's the bottom line, I think, with all of these teams.
I do want to talk about one other Power 5 matchup there.
Real quick, I'll say this because I watched a good bit of the Cincy Utah game because that was one of the only ones on at the time. I got lucky with that Utah cover. They kind of backdoored that a little bit. Arizona State had I was on the Utes too.
Much. Yeah.
You're right. They had a good size league pretty much throughout. And at the same time, I wasn't very impressed on Cincy, so I'm probably going to be on UCF today. So
yep. Co-sign everything you said there. Shout out to Saginaw Vince. He's on his way back. Ran out of gas again. I want to shout out Prairie View for covering against Alcorn State. That was a nice PV. A SWAC specialist handled his business today. But did you see the halftime score of Maryland and Oregon?
Yes, I did. 12 points. Could you, Mac, and I, and like Sean Kramer go team up
12 points
as a group of 5 and go out there and score 12 against Maryland?
Oh man, 33-12 at halftime. The Terps drilled Oregon. Altman's got to be gone. That news has got to be coming out tomorrow, right? There's no way, right?
Probably. You, Kramer, Mac, myself. We can go out there and hit 4 threes and a half, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can hit those threes anymore with my fucking shape ass recording in a garage till 6 in the morning. Yeah,
everybody always says you're kind of overthinking. Like the defense is going to be all over you, but at the same time, just if you provide yourself enough distance and you're taking a shot, just there's no chance we're penetrating against 5'6" 5 guys or whatever. take the shot, I think we'd be able to make 4 threes over a 20-minute time span.
I mean, probably not, but it's a good, it's a good thing to say.
It's a good exercise.
I have so much respect. I mean, I told you guys this story, but I was probably,
I know.
I was probably 35 or 36, and I played I played a game and I lost by 96 points, and I was our team's leading scorer, but I guarded a dude that played at Iowa State and played professionally in Europe, and I don't remember his name, but that dude was so nasty. He was so fucking nasty. I could not stop. Like we rotated everybody on him. I was like, I tried to get creative. I was like kind of our coach of our team, but we had just a terrible team. It was a bunch of soccer players. They didn't understand basketball, but I was sitting there saying, guys, we got to double this motherfucker. Let's go zone and just double this dude. And he was just so fucking wet, and he was tall. I mean, he was like 6'5". So it was like, there was just no, I mean, my best thought was, I was like, man, I don't want to lose by 100. I got to punch this guy in the face. Right. Like that.
It's a talking topic in jest, but I think if you schemed it up, you could maybe hit a couple of prayers and get close to 12 points and a half.
Well, they had, to be fair, they had another dude on that team that was like 6'10". He reminded me of Sam Perkins, just gigantic. And I never seen any of these dudes do stand up, and they're in a comedy league. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know that we could get 12 points, but you never know. The buzzsaw, Maryland, great win. I think that's everything. We're good now, right? We can get out of this. We covered everybody.
I think so. I think we did. Northwestern had a 10-point win over Penn State. Just mention it to get it out of the way.
Yep.
And then, that's every game. We talked about every game.
All right, folks, want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Novig. Yes, Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. With Novig, you are getting the best prices. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code. That is SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig. Promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is your official data tool for dominating the madness of college hoops. The AI bracket generator is now open. Generate up to 3 NCAA tournament brackets backed by AI models, then unlock model-backed predictions for every game and the first 4 through the finals, or from the first 4 through the finals. Looking to go premium? Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm. That's RITHMM. Promo code SGPN25. We're also brought to you by Merch Madness. It is March Madness, and at SGPN, it is Merch Madness. 15% off everything in our store with the promo code March. Get yourself a Mac to School t-shirt, or really, St. Patty's Day is right around the corner. We are doing something here, and I would really appreciate it if the chat could do us a solid here. We are trying to get 89. Well, it was started off as 99. We've sold 10, maybe even 11 now. George Mason, Start Your Football Program t-shirts. They are green. They are perfect for St. Patty's Day, but they're also just awesome. And you can be part of a movement to start a football program. I mean, how cool is that? With the promo code Madness, it's like $20. All right. What are you doing? Come on, help us out here. We're trying to get this. We're trying to get 99 of these things sold by April 5th. So let's get it going. Come on, help us out here. Startyourfootballprogram.com to get that shirt. Just type that in and let it ride. All right. We are back and ready to attack as game 1, 11:30 Eastern tomorrow morning. Is it the end of an era? The coaches on the way out, they did a pretty good job. Tinkle got a win, then covered against Gonzaga. You saw Capel and Hurley win. Can Mark Schmidt remain the coach of the Bonnies for another day as they're laying 5.5 in Pittsburgh against the LaSalle Explorers? And I should note that LaSalle does have Jerome Brewer and Jaden Marshall out for the year. I'm buying into the coach angle here. I'm going to lay it with the Bonnies. It is standalone, sort of. There's a game at noon, but I don't know about locking this one. You can talk me into it, I guess. What are you doing here?
Well, there was one coach that's on his way out that ended up losing game one. That's Brett Autry.
I don't know if he'd ever been winning there, though. The other ones, I feel like it's a little different. Hurley took Arizona State to 2 NCAA tournaments. Did Capel take Pitt to the NCAA tournament? Yeah, they lost in the first round, didn't they? Yeah.
No. They won a first round game, I want to say, because they beat Iowa State.
Oh, yeah. I remember that because I was on Iowa State.
They technically won a play-in and a first round game that year.
Yeah, shout out to Jerry Davis who got his shirt delivered today. And he also says, I don't know why these other jack fucks won't buy one. Yeah, I know. StartYourFootballProgram.com. We can do this, guys. You can be part of a movement here.
By the way, I can't believe you guys are the first ones to take that URL.
Yeah. Well, I was telling Kramer, if we have success, we'll do this for all the schools. You see a Creighton one. We could do it for Colorado. Start your baseball program. All right. Wisconsin.
So my pick, like I said, Syracuse didn't win their game. I think something worse is brewing over there in Olean with that Woj fella. I think something smells.
Yeah, you get some hot shot from TV on there. God, for like, I just know that's probably got to be a weird feeling. Oh, I was on fucking TV. Yeah, well, I've been coaching and making the tournament a shit ton of times.
I know, something just reeks of Woj is there 1 year and Schmidt's like, all right, I'm done. Like,
yeah,
I don't need to do this. I don't need to put up with this. And he was talking about how like there's just better things to do in life than coach college basketball. And I feel
read the tea leaves, right?
Yeah, read the tea leaves. Like I feel like that's just
there's better things to do in life than take notes
orders from Woj
from some hot shot TV fuck.
Have Woj recruit your team that has your worst defense in 25 years. Like, yeah, you know better than me, bud. That's what I think he's checked out. Give me LaSalle. I think to Mac's point, like he's talked about LaSalle a bunch. They haven't quit on him. I think Schmidt's checked out. Like, I think he's ready to be done.
Fair. I'm on the Bonnies. Phoenix on LaSalle. Will this next jack fuck be on Coach Schmidt or his boy? Joining us fresh from interstate mile marker 76, interstate 4 mile marker 76. You know him as one of the jack fucks of this program. You've heard him many times on the College Football Experience. You've seen him with plenty of cheerleaders in the Midwest. Give it up for former staffer at South Carolina with the Gamecocks, West Virginia with the Mountaineers, and Austin Peay with those Governors. Ryan McIntyre, aka Moneyline Mac. What is up, bro? Does he not have power to get in here? I see he's ready.
You're gonna enter yourself. Jesus Christ!
He ran out of gas. I'm just gonna play his fucking music.
You gonna enter yourself into the studio or what?
I'm here. I thought I was waiting on you to do it. I didn't know. I was following the queue. I didn't. We don't usually do this, so yeah. Out of reps, I'm good. Cracked open a cold one. Power still on. Maintenance hasn't kicked in yet. According to this, it's 2:55 a.m. because daylight savings hit while I was on the road.
Ooh. It's 3:55 a.m. though.
I know. Right? I got to change my clocks.
Nice
I was like, what?
Yeah.
So you got about 5 minutes before the power goes out. But what are you doing here? What are you doing here with the Bonnies and LaSalle? Bonnies laying 5.5.
I like the Bonnies. I think it'll be breath of fresh air, new season for Schmidt. They were good in the non-con. I think they'll play loose for him. LaSalle's super banged up. They're ready for that season to end. Even though they have been chippy lately. But yeah, give me the Bonnies. I'll lock Schmidt, who's been great in this tournament, for one more run.
McIntyre, locking up the Bonnies.
Okay.
That's a new one.
That's a great one. You said that the other night. Yeah.
This doesn't make the travel because it fucking weighs too much. This thing will knock you out.
Shout out to Robert Martin giving us 100 Canadian. You are the fucking man, brother. Now can we get a triple lock? Welcome back, Moneyline Mac. Let's go. Thank you, Robert Martin, and let's get it going.
Before we do move on for picks or whatever, Mac, I'm glad you were able to see a fantastic game tonight rather than a couple of blowouts.
Yeah,
how was it,
dude? It's awesome, man. A very, very, very well run tournament too. If you wanted a tournament to put on your bucket list, the Horizon, there's not too much action going on in the rest of the country because they do it early in the week. But yeah, it's a good format with all the fan bases being somewhat drivable. Wright State had a really good crowd tonight. And they, once again, a second half comeback. They were the best team in the regular season, and then they find a way to get 2 gut check wins because I thought Northern Kentucky had them on the ropes last night, and then Detroit definitely had them on the ropes tonight. A salute to Montgomery, year 2, having Detroit a game away from the fucking NCAA tournament. I mean, they were 1-31 2 years ago. But our guy, Clint Sargent, friend of the program, he's been on the show, gets it done in year 2, and really happy for him. And Wright State's got a great fan base. So glad to be home for 24 hours before we head over to Cleveland and Pittsburgh for the weekend.
Yeah, shout out to Robbie Sheldon in the chat. I mean, Mac, I think you missed this. We were talking about this. UT Rio Grande money line. He had it, dude. The thing he's talking about, the 10-second press penalty after 8 seconds. I even think he's being lenient. I thought it was like 6.8 or something. Yeah. Like, and then the 2 best players fouling out. We talked about this earlier. If I'm the AD or the president of UT Rio Grande, that shit's being submitted. That shit is being submitted. That they didn't even give you an explanation. I would love to hear those refs say what the fuck made them not do that. I mean, that should be a technical foul, honestly. Like for the away team. Yeah. That should be a technical foul.
Mac, staying in Indy real quick, because I know you like to nerd out on some of the coaching stuff. So to me, I noticed like in that second half, Wright State went 1-3-1, and they were able to come back on Detroit. And that was the second straight night that Detroit kind of struggled against zone, right?
Yeah. Detroit's like a mini Michigan State. Montgomery working for Israel. Like they play the 2 bigs. They're super physical. They're fun to watch. They rebound the shit out of it. Sargent went to like a 1-2-2 to fall back into a 1-3-1. So he hit him with a little bit of full court pressure too. But yeah, Sargent with some good adjustments going zone. Sargent remembers that we had him on before he won his first ball game.
Hey, there we go.
Let's go.
He's a sharp fella. That's a young team. That is a young Wright State team.
He's a good dude. Nagy probably is second guessing why he left for Southern Illinois.
Especially if Southern Illinois hasn't been able to sustain like the home court advantage that they had.
Yeah. And that
was a given.
We had him on the show, but I don't know if I would have left for that job.
Yeah. You guys want to get rich?
Who we got?
The Pitt Panthers.
This is the battle. Colby and Mac
are plus 280 on the money line.
Whose rival sucks less?
That was fucking Stanford. Actually, that was a good result for the Mountaineers today. I was like, it knocked out a bubble team.
Well, the other bubble team too, Virginia Tech, missed a layup.
The entire ACC today was hilarious, Mac. Like,
yes,
all 3 results.
If Pitt wins, is NC State out?
Yeah, they should be. Should be. Pitt knocks out another bubble team. That would be fucking funny.
Well, dude,
Cal, Stanford, NC State, all in a row.
NC State's lost 6 of 7.
Yeah.
That's really scuffled. Scuffled is nice.
What's that little fucking weasel in Philly? Well, bracketology guy, Lenardi. What's he
weasel?
Got? I hate that motherfucker.
NC State is over at Bracket Matrix. They are a 10 seed, and they're getting dangerously close to the 11 line.
Dude, I'm taking Pitt plus the 8.5. Lock it up. It's too many points. Sprinkle the money line. good game. Pitt's actually played solid the past couple games.
The cocktail napkins only got Pitt as a 3.5 point dog. I'm right there with you, and I'm on the money line too. Let's take it. They might win it outright.
Double lock. Hail to Pitt. I know you're gonna do your little lock battle, so get it out of the way.
I should be rooting for Pitt though. I'll lock battle you guys. NC State, they got to come in with a little bit of chip. Losing 4 in a row down the stretch, 6 out of 7. This got to be a reset game, like SMU today against Syracuse.
We got a battle. McIntyre on the pussy pack. Dundee beating on that Pitt Panthers. Hail to Pitt.
There's no way they can help us back-to-back days. They're too fucking bitch.
Let's keep the lock party going because I was laying 11 against Maryland. Didn't we both hit on a Maryland money line with 11 against Iowa in College Park like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? I feel like it was something similar to that number. I'll do it again. I don't like Iowa as a double-digit favorite. So give me the Terps. They got the game already going. Familiar with the gym. Log up the Terps plus 11. McIntosh, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I like Buzz, man. I like Buzz in these tournaments where he really doesn't have a lot of expectations. I thought they looked really good today. What were they up 30-10 to start the game?
Sprinkle that money line again. Yeah, Gary. Why not? Plus 450. Yeah.
12 o'clock at noon on Peacock. Yeah, give me the Terps again. Run it back.
Bieniek?
I think it's a bit too many points for Iowa to lay on a neutral site. I'll take Maryland and I'll lock it. However, I think it was more Oregon being dumb and terrible shot selection than Maryland being good.
Looking great.
But yeah. I'm locking up Maryland here.
Triple lock on the Terps.
Loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever will be together. We're up top 'cause we play to win.
Next up, we have LSU, Kentucky, and Nashville. Kentucky laying 8.5. It's too many for me. Give me LSU. No bet. I know their fan base will be all in Nashville, but I still think 8.5 is a big number. LSU, what are they? I know they lost a few in a row, but I feel like they've been in these games. The triple overtime loss to A&M. Yeah. No, I'm thinking of the Ole Miss game where they won. Give me the Tigers and the points. This thing goes up to 9.5. I might have to jump in. What are you doing here,
giving
Mac?
Auburn a threat too, and Auburn dressed that up.
Well, and remember, they should have beat Kentucky the first game. Like they're up 20. I'm locking LSU. I don't like laying these big numbers with Kentucky. I like Kentucky when they're a dog if they can make some shots or if they're a short favorite, but they don't guard well enough for me to lay these big numbers. I think LSU hangs in this thing, and I think they have a shot.
Fuck it, let's go. Double lock. Go Tigers. Bieniek, you in?
No, I'm staying off of this one. This one is Kentucky Central. They have lost a game in this building already though this year to Gonzaga, but I think they get one. Give me the Cats.
Monty, it's actually the other way around, I think, brother. It opened at 7.5. I'm seeing 8.5 right now. So I think you're I mean, I'm sure there's still some 7.5s out there, but I think it's going up as opposed to going down.
Shop around.
Bieniek, you say you're locking this?
No, I didn't say that. No.
Double lock. Go Tigers. Next up, we jump over to Arizona State. Hurley against Iowa State. Iowa State laying 11.5. I'm going to lock up Iowa State laying 11.5. Hurley got his one win. He just played. I cash on Iowa State. I'll do it again. The number's less. Let's go.
How many threes did fucking Arizona State make today? It felt like they made everything. Only 8, man. It felt like it a lot more. Yeah, I think Iowa State's tough team to play on a back-to-back when
And this was a home game too.
yeah, it's a home game. I think it's similar to the other meeting. I think they just choke them out.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Hurley.
Double lock on these clones. Bieniek, ASU Magic?
That's my pick. I think they can cover with them carrying a little bit of momentum. Iowa State just starting from scratch in the tournament. I think the Clones win it with the crowd. And, I mean, they've previously just destroyed Arizona State. So I think they win the game. But give me ASU to lose by like 10. I don't feel great about it, but that's my pick.
Next up, we have the Ramblers taking on the Richmond Spiders. Richmond laying 5.5 there in Pittsburgh. I'm on the Ramblers, and I think the money line is live. So I will lock up these Loyola Chicago Ramblers. They've been playing a little bit better down the stretch. If that makes sense. McIntyre, what are you doing here?
I gotta fade Richmond off of that last game where they blew a 30-point lead. I think they. I mean, that was fucking ridiculous. Who was that again? Duquesne.
Yeah.
Yeah, Loyola has played better. They've covered 3 in a row. They actually beat them in the one matchup. I like Loyola here. New season, fresh start. Let's go.
Double lock on the Ramblers. Bieniek, your thoughts, and then afterwards, Lakota wants to ask you the cocktail napkin on the total for the Iowa State game, which is currently at 147.5.
Yeah, I was literally going and pulling the cocktail napkins total on Loyola Richmond. It's actually a little higher than I would have liked it to be. But so the Iowa State, Arizona State total is 142, and that number was 147.5. So not a bad underlook. Arizona State's first game on a neutral site. I don't know if Arizona's or Iowa State's first game on a neutral site. I don't know if Arizona State's defense will be able to, guard enough to get that under across. Eyeball test would have liked an over there. And it's the same way for Loyola Chicago Richmond, how I was feeling about the game. Give me Loyola Chicago. I think they can cover for a lot of the same reasons you guys already mentioned.
Next up, paging Dr. Bradley. Bethune-Cookman's laying 5.5 against Prairie View. I have read an article that Dr. Bradley's playing this tournament. Doesn't mean he's playing this game, so to speak, and there's no injury report, but I saw that he'll be ready to go for the tournament. Bethune-Cookman won by 6 without Dr. Bradley a couple weeks ago. I'm going to lock up Bethune, laying 5.5. I just want to have action on Doc Bradley if he plays, to tell you the truth. Mac, what are you doing here?
Does this line kind of stink?
I think it's based off of Bethune not playing as well without Doc Bradley down the stretch, to be quite honest. They weren't as dominant as they were with him.
Doesn't the 1 seed get picked off in this fucking tournament every year?
Well, it's Texas Southern's tournament. That's why it gets picked off.
I feel like who was the 1 seed last year? I'll battle you. Give me Prairie View. They got the game under their belt.
Grambling won it as a 1 seed 1 year.
Who was it last year?
Alabama State won it last year.
They were not a 1 seed.
They were not a 1.
Yeah.
They were not a 1 seed. I forgot.
Last year's was Southern. They were the 1 seed.
Now we got a problem.
Bieniek, you went on this?
And they lost to Grambling. They lost to Grambling in the 1-8 matchup last year. Yeah, PV money line. Let's go.
I'm with Colby. Like I think if what he found is factual, which I believe him, but we don't know if he's necessarily going to play the game. Game.
I read an article and I still didn't believe it.
I think that's really under the radar.
Who the hell wrote that?
Nobody's paying attention to SWAC injury reports.
Wait,
and
Carlton
if he does
read
play,
that article?
And if he
Maybe.
does play, I think it is a sharp angle. Like I would probably have guessed this is around 7.5 or 8 with him playing. So I'll lock it up with Colby.
I'm fading.
We got a battle. Bieniek and Dundee on the Wildcats of Bethune. McIntyre, Panthers PB.
SWAC specialist Carlton. He's breaking news. Doc Bradley.
Maybe
DocBradley.com.
if you're hesitant on it, make sure that 6'8" guy that wears number 13 is not in a boot, and then if he's on the floor, go ahead and bet it before it goes, or bet it live.
Somehow Avetta will be at the game. She'll be boots on the ground there somehow.
Stop.
She was the one that broke the news that he was in the boot. Remember?
Yeah, that's factual, but she's in Vegas.
She could be in 2 places at once.
She probably could.
I'm just currently trying to find this article. I don't remember what the
Going
fuck I
down
searched.
the
I want to see who the author is, and I want to look him up.
Yeah.
And I'm DM and be like, "What are you doing with your life?"
It should be. It was like 4 or 5 days ago that I saw this. I don't know. Maybe I searched Twitter and not Google. I tried Google right now and I got nothing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not surprised, but I did read this in the past 4 or 5 days because I referenced this on the SGP show. USC Washington. Washington laying 5.5. I'm on the Trojan men to cover the 5.5. I do not have a bet here. McIntosh, what are you doing?
Remember when we locked up USC a couple weeks ago, or last week against Washington, and they fucking had a halftime lead and then just bent over in the second half? God, USC's struggled down the stretch. How many have they lost in a row coming into this tournament?
Seems like the team's kind of out on Musselman. They've won 3 of their last 10. So they have lost 7 straight.
I'll run it back. New season. Muss is good in the tournament historically. They won a couple games last year in the Big Ten tourney.
Yeah.
I'll lock up USC. It would not shock me. They went on the money line just like Maryland today.
I said the same thing, but I don't want to bet this game played in Chicago. What kind of horse shit is this? McIntosh locking up the Trojan men. Bieniek, what are you doing?
Yeah, the cocktail napkins got USC plus 3.5, and Musselman is not a bad tournament coach, actually quite a good one. So, yeah, I'll join Mac on this one. Give me the plus 5.5 with the Trojan.
Double lock on the Trojan men. Shout out to DJ Lynn. Giving us $10 saying use AI, explain it, what the article said, we'll find it. Okay. I'll search after this. Thank
It's
you.
really not that important.
Yeah. I mean, his whole life, we don't know if he's playing or not. But SMU Louisville, this is a fire game. The Cards are laying 6.5, which is a little surprising because SMU took it to them just 3 weeks ago, by 10 there in Dallas. This is at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte. I'll take the points in SMU. I want to watch this game, so give me SMU plus 6.5. Louisville may win this game, but 6.5's a little steep for me. Mac?
I am gonna battle you here. I think SMU nice bounce back, buy low spot today, but they've been inconsistent. I think a revenge angle for Louisville off that beat down a couple weeks ago.
Bieniek?
So I'm checking total right now because I was also doing double duty searching your Dr. Bradley thing through AI.
Search Twitter too, because I can't remember if I searched Twitter or Google. Okay.
I searched Twitter. I didn't find anything. So the cocktail napkins got an edge on both. I like Louisville, but I have had an edge on Louisville hypothetically all season long, and it hasn't been there in big games. I'll point everybody to the over, and I'll bet the over here. The cocktail napkins got this over at I'm double checking it again at 172, and the game total is 164 and a half, 163 and a half, depending on where you look. So give me that over. I don't think much defense will be played in this one. And yeah, Boopy Miller was on one today. A Louisville Swiss cheese defense, good offense. Michael Brown Jr. is not playing in the tournament, so I'm going to stay off of Louisville's side and just take the over here.
All right. We got a battle. Phoenix on the over. Dungy's on the Mustang. McIntyre's on the car. Next up, we jump over to Mississippi State, Auburn. Auburn laying 7.5 in Nashville. No. I will lock up Mississippi State. I think the money line's live. Give me them dogs. Hail State. Mac?
Yeah, Hail State already beat them once this year. I think they end Auburn's fake NCAA tournament run. I think Hail State, Jans has been okay in this tournament. He's pulled upset. He beat Tennessee a couple years ago when they were the 1 seed. Auburn, to give me the veteran coach over the rookie. Let's go.
Bieniek, you want to join us?
No lock, but I agree with that angle. I like Mississippi State here.
All right, double lock on Hail State. Yeah, I mean, we should talk about that news, by the way. We had a bunch of news happen injury-wise. We should have opened up with this, Bieniek. So,
Duke.
Michael Brown is out for the entire ACC tournament for Louisville.
Yeah, I touched on that. I touched on the Caleb Foster in the ACC tournament preview and Gongba.
Yeah. Well, Foster's out until
He's
maybe
out
the season.
right?
His foot.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard Shire say maybe the Final Four. If they got to the Final Four, he could come back.
That's a big loss.
That is a
Foster's
big loss.
like a, I would say fourth man in that starting five.
But their guard, if you're going to nitpick Duke, their guards is the place.
I was about to say Nick thought it was a pretty substantial injury.
Okay.
From what I gathered, but the injury bug continues to hit college basketball's top teams. Anyway, next up we have. Oh boy, this line reeks. Wyoming is in Vegas taking on UNLV. UNLV's laying 3.5. I have a future on UNLV. Why do I feel like Wyoming's going to win this game?
I think everybody's got a fucking future on UNLV. Give me Wyoming and give me Wyoming on the money line. This is such a pass.
The line is telling you, dude. I mean, I'm on UNLV because of my future, but I'm staying the fuck away from this 3.5 point line. Bieniek?
I very much agree with you. I have the future on UNLV. I think their variance is nice for that type of angle, but in the one-off game, they've kind of struggled at home.
They're gonna lose this game.
I'll take UNLV, but I don't feel very confident in it whatsoever.
Yeah, me neither. I'm taking UNLV for the record, but staying the fuck away. Mac, locking up them Cowboys. Shout out to Robert Martin's daughter will be at the game. There we go.
I mean, by the way, this is a sandwich-ass spot. Like, coming off the Utah State and San Diego State emotional week, and then they're talking about the big Utah State quarterfinal game. Can they get them 3 straight times? Then you got to play Sunday and Twix. That's a pain-in-the-ass matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sneaky spot. I thought that line was going to be a little bigger. Next up, we have Cincinnati UCF. I do have a bet here, though. Cincinnati's laying 2.5, 3. Obviously, I'm going to take the 3 because I am locking up UCF to get the best of Cincinnati. I think they win this outright, to tell you the truth. Mac, what are you doing here?
I'm gonna battle you, man. I think Cincinnati's still playing good ball. I didn't like the way they finished that game because I thought they were on the verge of blowing them out. But from February on, when Wes Miller gave that corny ass speech, they've responded. So yeah, I think Cincinnati gets to the quarterfinals, and that would kind of set up a game where maybe you win and you're in against who would it be? Kansas?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Bieniek.
I gotta look at the bracket. Yeah.
So UCF is dealing with a couple of depth injuries, and they've gone on this 3-game skid. I think I'll take UCF. I don't have as much confidence as I did yesterday with Utah. But I'll pick UCF here plus 2.5.
We got a battle Dundee on the very golden Knights. McIntyre on Cincinnati.
The winner gets Arizona. So, yeah. There you go, Cincy. You win this one and you beat Arizona, you're in the tournament.
So, Colby, AI pulled up a Daytona Times article that now has a 404 error.
That was probably it. It.
That's hilarious.
So what, it got appealed or something? I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know who would have said, hey, we don't have him healthy right now or whatever, and they would have taken it down. I don't know why they would have taken it down.
Class, and this is life with Dr. Bradley.
Hilarious, dude. That's actually very funny.
Providence, Butler, Big East tournament. Providence laying 1.5. Nope. I'm gonna lock up Butler. Dad's gonna get one. Give me these dogs. Tim English had the 1-game bump already. They failed. Mac, what are you doing here?
I think I'm going to battle you because I think Providence, even though it's a shit year, I still think they will travel to the Garden decent. They get up for the Garden. So give me Providence here. The 2 meetings here. Providence got it done the last meeting, and then the other game was a crazy game, like in the 110s. That was a wild game. Yeah, give me Providence to win the rubber match.
Bieniek, you went on this one?
Yeah, I'm on Providence too. I think that overall, I think I said this during the conference tournament portion as well. I just think Providence is a little bit more talented, and I think that group, the way that they're wired, is like, okay, conference tournament time rolls around, let's try again, because I don't know if they've really had their foot on the gas pedal down the stretch here, and that Edwards kid was sitting out, and now he's back. So I'll take the Friars.
We got a battle. Dundee on the Dogs. Mac on the Friars. Shout outs to Island Hokey giving us $20. Longtime watcher. Thanks for thousands of hours of analysis, entertainment, and laughs. You guys are the best. Thank you. Changing my YouTube handle to Pussy Burger, by the way. After Kramer got caught. That was fucking hilarious. Appreciate you, Island Hokey. You are the fucking man, brother. Next up, let's go to this game. Stephen F. Austin McNeese, the Southland championship game. Will they cook the books for this one? What is the line? I don't see this one out
McNeese
there.
laying 1.5. Here comes.
Right, they just played triple overtime, so I'm all over Stephen F. Austin. Give me the Jacks to get the dub. They didn't look great today, though. They certainly did not look great today. Mac?
I was getting ready to say both teams have kind of looked like shit down the stretch. So what? They split the regular season. Stephen F, I thought, definitely was the better team in the second game. I thought Stephen F was the better in the first meeting. They already got to play there. I think that's an advantage.
I don't know if Colby just mentioned it. I apologize. Do you guys value or devalue an extra 15 minutes on the floor tonight for McNeese?
Yeah, he touched on it, triple overtime. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I'm gonna go in on Stephen F. I think they're gonna win the game outright. I think they've been the better team for the whole conference play. I think they grind this thing out, and McNeese finally falls on their home floor. Let's go, Jacks.
I'm with Mac on that. Like, even if McNeese
Cole.
didn't play it,
Yeah.
like even if McNeese didn't play a triple overtime game, I still believed that Stephen F. Austin was the best team in this league the entire year. What McNeese does extremely well is they're up in your shit defensively. They create turnovers. They're the number one team turnover percentage-wise defensively in the country. Stephen F. Austin excels at taking care of the ball. They're top 25 in offensive turnover rate. They just don't turn it over. This place will be lit. I'm nervous for that factor, but I like the Lumberjacks here. I'm going to lock it up because it's one of the few title games that we've got today.
Triple lock on the Jack.
Honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever will be together. We're up top 'cause we play to win.
Hey, Colby, Stephen F. had like a 10-point second half lead in the first game in Lake Charles, if I remember correctly.
Oh, you mean regular season you're talking?
Yeah, the one that they lost.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did. I
think
remember
that's-
that. Yeah.
You agree I think that's an advantage that they already got to play there.
Well, they played there also today.
Yeah,
So,
no, I
yeah.
meant like against McNeese with the hostile crowd.
Sure.
Cool, because that crowd was hostile against them tonight too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they were rude like hell for fucking Corpus Christi rigged tournament.
Air Force, Nevada. Nevada laying 20.5. Give me Air Force. Nevada wins by 17.
That is
No bet.
wild. 20.5 in a conference tournament
Dude,
game.
we should lock.
And it's like
I'm not locking it. But
It's like a
Alfred, he would
7
lose
seed.
this. He would lose this.
I can see him watch. He'll win by like 5. He'll play with his food. Give me Air Force.
He wins by
He's
5
good.
and then pulls off the upset in the next game.
Yeah, they'll play with their food here. I'll lock Air Force.
McIntyre, aim high, miss small. Lock it up. The Falcons of Air Force. Bieniek?
Yeah, the cocktail napkin has this game at 15.5, but I don't know if I can do it, man. I'm not joining Mac there. I'll pick the Falcons though.
Yeah, and shout out to Tabor. Tabor taught. Yeah, I mean, those were filthy, filthy beats.
Hey, they just played fucking 3 days ago. It was a 15-point game, and that was at the Bat Cave.
Here we go.
True.
Delaware State's at in Norfolk taking on Morgan State. Morgan State, this line's only 2.5. What the fuck is this? I'm locking up Morgan State. I refuse to believe Delaware State's getting Morgan State. Stop it. Mac?
At the same time, though, I don't consider it out of the realm of possibility. All these teams suck.
Give me Delaware State. Why are they fucking only at 2.5? Like this flying reeks. That MEAC's got some voodoo this year too. Give me Delaware State. No bet. I'm not betting every game now.
Morgan State beat them by just 1 point in one of the matchups. They blew them out in the other one.
I know.
Morgan State's been playing good down the stretch, though, man. They won like fucking 7 of the last 10 or something like that.
I know.
8 of their last 10. 8 of their last 10.
Why are they only laying 2.5?
I asked myself the same question. I'm diving in. I don't give a fuck. I'm diving in. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll dive in with Colby. The cocktail napkins got it at 6. Let's do it.
Double lock on these Bears. Laying 2.5 in Norfolk. Next up, we jump over to Xavier. The Musketeers. In the Garden, taking on Marquette was what I was trying to say when I said Musketeers. What is this line currently at? 4.5 Marquette's laying. I will lay it with Marquette, but I will not lock this game. Mac?
I think our little secrets become a little bit public. I think everybody's saying Marquette's the fucking sleeper because they just beat UConn. They're off a court storm. They just played a couple weeks ago. Xavier beat them. They split the season series. I think it's a tight game. I'll lock Xavier. Little Patino in the Garden too now. Yeah, it should be.
Max locking up the Musketeers. Plus 4.5. Bieniek?
Yeah, I think it's a tight one down the stretch. I'll take Xavier, no lock.
You hate Shock as a favorite too.
I'll take Marquette. They got drilled by Xavier recently. I think they have that circled, but no bet for me. I don't like Shaka laying points. Missouri State and the Flamin' Libs. Shout out to Mac hitting on the Missouri State battle last night. Now the Flamin' Libs are laying 5.5 against Quanzo Martin and company. I will lay it with the Flamin' Libs. You can talk me into a bet here.
I think this has got to be a Liberty smash spot, right?
Yeah.
They took the last month off.
And their number, that's what I'm saying. Their numbers are probably cooked into that last month. Let's bet the Flamin' Libs.
And this is in Huntsville, correct?
Yes. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
I'll take Liberty. I think that they've just kind of cruised through the finish line once they clinched.
Yeah.
I think they revamp it up.
It's a veteran group. Those veteran guards. I like Liberty smash.
You lock it, Bieniek?
Yeah, I'll lock it.
Triple lock on the Flamin' Libs.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Let's go, Faldwell.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty.
Clark's battling us. As he's on Missouri State. We are locking up Liberty triple lock.
We're up top 'cause we play to win.
I'm going to keep this lock party going. Because I think Northwestern's going to give Indiana a game tomorrow. Indiana's laying 4.5. Northwestern beat him in Bloomington. I think they beat him again. I will lock up the Wildcats of Northwestern. I don't trust Indiana on the road. Mac?
I'm going to battle you. I think Indiana gets a revenge. I think they tease it to set up a winning your end game against who? Purdue the following night? And I think Purdue ends their season. So, yeah, give me Indiana to get one more win here. Lock it up. Lock it up.
I think it's just too rich. I think you're paying the Indiana tax here. Cocked on Napkins only got Northwestern as a 1.5 point dog. And to Colby's point, they just beat them. So we know that.
I think Indiana away from Assembly Hall is trash.
And it's also
a terrible fucking team. Yeah.
It's also like a lot of pressure to force that if it's Purdue next, which I think Max is right. Like there's some pressure there too to win this game just to get to the Purdue game.
Well, will this be an Indiana crowd though?
Yes.
That's what scares me a little bit. That's what scares me. Yeah.
It's not Assembly Hall, but they will. You know those psychopaths. I was just in that fucking state. They're fucking crazy.
The Chicago site works out for a lot of teams in the Big Ten. It's just like a hub city for a lot of Big Ten schools. Indiana is a beneficiary for sure. Obviously, Illinois is right there. Michigan State should. But they don't because
it's right there.
the passionate fan base just isn't necessarily there in size. Michigan State's got a good fan base in the Chicago area. Same with Nebraska. Nebraska's like Chicago South. Everybody from Chicago's school at Nebraska. And then Wisconsin is pretty good there, and Purdue. Like I think there's 6 or 7 schools that will have a good presence at this tournament. I can't wait. But I'll take Northwestern, no bet, plus 1.5 on the napkin there.
What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
We got a battle Dundee on the Wildcats. McIntyre on the Who. Let's keep the party going because I love this play. Saudi Arabia State's laying 4.5 against Cal. Lock. Mac?
Do like a Florida State?
Yeah. I don't. Cal's trash.
Yeah. And who did Cal just finish with? They stayed out there, right? Yeah, they were at Wake. They collapsed. The one meeting they played a couple weeks ago. Florida State won. I like the way Florida State finished the year. I like a Florida State. I think they're a dark horse in this league.
Yeah. Bieniek?
Yeah, they're my future in the league. Give me Florida State. I will just pick it on this one. I don't love them necessarily as a favorite over a possession, but I'm eyeing them hopefully for that Duke game. That was a big reason why I picked them.
So we get our kicks doing the Seminole rap.
Double lock from Mac and Dundee on Saudi Arabia State.
Our goal is simple, best in the land. Rocking to the beat of the Modest Cheese Band. On Saturday night, we'll start our stuff to show the nation that those are tough. When others play us, they be illin', cause they all know we just be chillin'.
We will take the 3.5 on FanDuel, of course. All my games I like are right in this stretch because next up we get, oh boy, Chris Beard taking on.
Fucking won that first game.
Oh, he's gonna beat him here. I'm all over the 6.5. They're gonna win outright. They're gonna win outright, man. Plus 220 money line. Ole Miss lock. Mac.
Yeah, I think Beard and Jans have a chance to do some funny shit tomorrow. They knock out Auburn for good and put Texas in a spot where we're talking about them getting some heat on Selection Sunday. Let's go. Hotty toddy.
Double lock on the Rebs. Bieniek?
I will pick Ole Miss. No lock. No lock.
All right. Next up, we have a championship game. So I will definitely be betting this one. The Boston Terriers are in Bethlehem. Take it on Lehigh. Winner is dancing. Lehigh beat them just recently. One of their Boston's only losses in the past. The only loss in their past 10 games, right? I think 9-1 in their past 10.
Yes.
Yeah, only loss.
Yeah, and the Boston's favored. They're telling you right there. I will lock up the Terriers laying 1.5 in Bethlehem. McIntyre, what are you doing here?
I think Boston's a better team. They proved it by going on the road and winning at Navy. I think they continue that momentum of that miraculous shot and win it and win the Patriot League. Let's go.
Bieniek?
Personally, I'm not betting the game, but I would lock it here. Like I've got the future on BU. It doesn't make sense for me to really double up. But I think BU wins it by a possession or more. For the reason, same one that Colby mentioned. Like you got the road team and the lower seeds favored in the game. I think it's pretty telling. And the cocktail napkins got them favored by 3.5. So give me the Terriers.
Double lock on these Terriers. Fade the buzzer beater. Which one? Lehigh had a half-court buzzer beater, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to 357. I don't watch NBA. Thoughts on Bam? He score 83 points. I heard it was ridiculous, though.
Yeah, thank God he did it today on a day that hopefully overshadows the USA baseball losing.
Yeah, I don't really give a shit. That means nothing to me. Okay, great game. I have no idea. I don't watch that shit anymore. So, don't they score like 180 a game now?
Who he scored against?
I don't know.
I think it was the Heat, maybe.
No, he's on the
plays
Heat.
for the Heat.
Oh, okay. He was on the Wizards.
Was it the Wizards?
Yeah, Bullets. Yeah.
The Wizards are such a joke. How do you give up 83 points to one guy?
Well, I saw a few people shitting on that it was rigged. Like he shot like 50 free throws or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he took 43 free throws and he made like 37.
I saw the former safety Eric Weddle for the Ravens from Utah, and played for the Chargers too. Like he was shitting on, just saying it was a trash product.
That league is fucking bad. Man. That league is bad.
It's hilarious because there were people dissecting. So like Kobe was the last one that dropped 80 plus, and then Bam dropped 83. So they went and dissected like what Kobe was doing, and the Lakers one was actually worse than what the Heat was doing. Like the Lakers, nobody took a shot in the final 7 minutes other than Kobe in that game, and down the stretch, Miami was fouling Washington in the final 3 minutes to keep padding out of bias stats.
Wait, the Wizards were on the take for him to break the record?
No. Like the Heat were fouling. The Wizards were actually triple covering him in the final 2 minutes.
I mean, who the fuck wants to see that though? 43 free throws.
It's like, just funny.
Yeah.
The Kobe one was entertaining. The shots he was making, I was like, holy shit. On Jalen Rose too, he was cooking Jalen Rose.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
Yeah, Chad, appreciate the donation. Next up, Tulane, Memphis again. Memphis laying 4.5. I'm not betting this fucking game, but give me Memphis laying 4.5.
I mean, is it the same handicap, Mac, that we used the other day?
Isn't this just a one possession game again?
Yeah, like he's now 5-6 straight up against Penny in his last 11 games. Talking about Ron Hunter here. Like
the first two meetings were combined. Tulane won by 2, Memphis won by 1.
And it went to overtime.
I don't understand why Memphis is a 3.5 point favorite other than just name brand. I'll lock Tulane.
I'm on the same thing. Like, give me Tulane.
Bieniek and McIntyre locking up the wave.
Sprinkle a little bit on the money line.
A little yapper.
Yep.
Next up, BYU is taking on West Virginia. BYU laying 4.5. I will lock up BYU laying 4.5. Mac?
Yeah, you already beat these fucking jokers. Fucking shout out to K-State for completely selling out in that second half. That was ridiculous. Yeah, Faith the team just scored 100. That little foo-foo jump shooting team. Mountaineers, money line. Keep the points. On to Houston.
Bieniek?
Yeah, we were all over that DeBonsa rage game after not being player of the year. What did he have tonight? He had like 32 in the first half. He finished with 40. I think that was like 2 points short of Kevin Durant's freshman record then. I think it's 42, 41, somewhere in there. Yeah, give me BYU. I think they give me West Virginia. I think they actually match up a little bit well with BYU. Plus, if Kata's not fully 100%, he only played 24 minutes tonight. It wasn't great. I think that's their best defensive piece, their most physical piece. I think West Virginia matches up with them physicality-wise. So give me Dub V. I'll lock it.
We got a battle Dundee on BYU. Mac and Bieniek on Dub V. Clark riding with you as well. Terrible
Mac,
court, by the way, terrible fucking court.
Mac, there's a 5 at Caesars.
I saw it opened at 5.5.
Yeah, it's coming down. The Big 12 court did get dummied down a little bit. Last year it was really light, like gray. This year it was a very matte, dark gray.
I'm not gonna lie, it might be better this year than last year. Last year,
it's better. It's better this year.
Terrible, dude.
It is
still
terrible.
sucks,
but last year was like
the women's tournament was the exact same design. This is a little bit dumbed down.
That's pretty sad. Come on, Yormark's fucking sad. Like the fact that we're
such a gimmick. You don't need to be a gimmick when you're the best conference in college basketball.
Seriously, we got we're gonna have potentially Arizona versus Kansas or Arizona versus Iowa State, and then Houston versus we're gonna have Arizona versus Iowa State and Kansas versus Houston. We don't need a gimmick court. Just play those 2 fucking games. It's potential Final Four or Elite 8 games.
I need that court to get hacked. I want it hacked so bad.
Oh, it's terrible.
All right, next up we have Tarleton State, Abilene Christian. Tarleton is laying 1.5. I'm going in on this rivalry game. Give me Tarleton laying 1.5. Vegas. This is in Vegas.
So Dior Johnson and Dr. Bradley.
Yep.
2 and 2, hand in hand.
And this is another coach thing. Gillespie's done at the end of the year. So I'm playing the coach angle here. Mac?
And this is their 4th meeting now because they played 3 times in the regular season. Abilene won the first 2. Tarleton bounced back in the last one. I agree with you. I'm going to take the Texans. I think they get up for Gillespie one more time.
Double lock on the Texans. Bieniek?
I agree. I'm on Tarleton. I'm not betting it, though. I've got the future, and I think that's enough. Let me know if Dior Johnson's playing. Then we can actually talk. But until then, I don't know. He's played the last 3. I have confidence that he'll play, but I don't know for sure.
I'll let you know at 8:29 Eastern.
Thank you. I'll appreciate that.
Next up, we have Jackson State, Florida A&M. Enjoy that battle loss, Mac.
Jackson State
winning on the money line, winning on the fucking money line. All right.
That was a rigged game.
Jackson State had a halftime lead. You had a 7-point lead for 3 minutes?
They had a 9-point lead. I think they stretched it to double
watched
digits.
the whole fucking game, dude. No.
Grambling got a 9-point lead.
Okay. For
Grambling
a minute.
was winning at the half.
No, they weren't.
Yes, 27-26.
Okay, well they grabbed it then right final possession then.
Choke job as fucking bubs.
It was 28-27 at the half. Jackson State was leading.
I told you.
That's not what my app says. Why does it say 27-26?
I told you. I thought they were leading at halftime. I was watching that shit, dude. I was paying close attention to this fucking game. Shout out to Red Wine, giving us 25 euros. Hate that TikTok court the Big 12's using. You can imagine the boardroom where they pitched that idea. The kids will love it. Yeah, that's, to me, it's just classic, New York businessman who doesn't even know fucking college sports creeps in. He's like, get this, we can make the court electronic. Right? Terrible. This is an interesting game.
Would you enjoy it if it was half of one home court and half of the other home court? Kind of like a conference football title game where the end zone's painted in one.
I think it's still too much.
Color.
I'd like to it's what happened to the normal court? Why do we need to do this? It's just fucking business idiots. Yes. This is basketball.
Yes.
Why does this generation have to ruin everything?
Speaking of, let me say this too. The damn Big Ten removed the pinwheel too.
It's just, what's this line, by the way, in this matchup?
FAMU's like 4.5. Colby, are you looking forward to the Big Ten tournament?
No.
I mean, the Big Ten tournament started today. It started off with a big bang.
To be fair,
12 points in the first half.
To be fair, watching the Big 12 today, though, the tournament on that fucked up court, I didn't find it very appealing.
I didn't watch 1 minute of Maryland, Oregon. I was score watching.
I was waiting for Malibu.
It was terrible.
I was waiting for Malibu and Laser to start firing off like it's fucking American Gladiators on that fucked up fucking rubber fucking whatever the fuck glass. It just looks weird. It's like, what are we doing? Why do this? It's not necessary.
It's like
Florida,
AAU.
You said Florida State's laying, or Florida A&M's laying 4?
Yeah.
I'm gonna lay it with Florida A&M. The final 2 minutes of Jackson State Grambling was one of the worst basketball. For 2 minutes, it was like 4 straight turnovers, 2 air balls. It was just like, man. I mean, Jackson State
makes SWAC awesome.
Jackson State had the lead at the time by 1, but I was like, yeah, this one's rough. This one was rough, but I mean, just a pass out of bounds to nobody. He just assumed the player was going to be in this one spot. I'll take Florida A&M. Lock it. Mac?
I think we're going to do another SWAC battle. Jackson State swept them. I think Jackson State, they're such a weird team because we know they have talent. They just are so inconsistent. But maybe a postseason they get hot here, catch lightning in a bottle off that win tonight. Even though they almost
We got a battle. Mac on JSU. Florida A&M. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
I'm gonna take the Tigers, and I have no confidence in the pick whatsoever.
Yeah, Eric, that was exactly my point. It was like, where does this stop? Like, where does it stop? Is the ball gonna be on fucking light up when the fucking your team touches it? Is it we put lasers in the backboard? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, why do we got to do this? Why do we got to do this? Eric's saying, next thing you know, the stadium's going to rotate around like a fucking merry-go-round. Yeah, probably. Next up, Georgetown, DePaul at the Garden. DePaul laid 1.5. Nope. Ed Cooley shows up here. Give me Georgetown to get it done. No lock. Mac?
Cap. This is a big game for DePaul. Like, if they win, if they win this game, they clinch a winning season. And I know that sounds cliche, but like, this is DePaul. We haven't seen them have a winning season in fucking forever. I think they bounce back after getting embarrassed at home on senior day. They dropped the last 2 home games. I like DePaul here. You're not bad. You're not locking.
Not betting this.
I'll lock up DePaul. Georgetown got their win. They beat they beat Providence again.
Bieniek?
I agree with Mac. I'm locking up DePaul here. Georgetown's off that big win against Providence. That was kind of their Super Bowl for the season and whatnot. DePaul, I think, wants to and should want to make a little bit of noise here in the Big East tournament. And I think they're capable. Outside of the 2 straight home losses, I thought they had ended the season pretty well for their standards. So give me the Blue Demons, and I'm locking this.
Double lock for Mac and Bieniek on the Blue Balls, the RuPaul Blue Balls of DePaul. Clark battling you with the Georgetown lock. Next up. Yeah. But he faded him last time. We hit on them. When we took Georgetown. Fresno State's taking on Colorado State in Vegas. Colorado State laying 7.5. I will lay it. No bet for me. Mac, what are you doing here?
You don't want to play the Wahlberg get up spot?
I don't want any. I'm not touching this shit. If anything, I think I would bet Colorado State.
What's the Wahlberg get up spot? Explain this to me.
He's done after this year, right?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Oh, I thought they already announced it.
Did they? I didn't see it.
I didn't see anything.
I think this is too many. I like Fresno played them well both times. They beat them one of the 2 times. I like Fresno. I like another dog here in the Mountain West. I'll lock this too. This is too many. First year head coach. I'll fade that.
Bieniek?
I do not see anything on Wahlberg, at least recently.
Well, then they're going to fight for him to stay another year.
McIntyre, lock it up. Fresno State plus 7.5. Bieniek?
One of the fan accounts, like, there's a bunch of, it's like the Barstool Viceroys, but the company's called Sideline Sports Network. And the Sideline Sports Fresno State account responded to who's the next coach of Arizona State, and he said Vance Wahlberg. So I think that's like him trying to get rid of him. That's the only thing I see on Vance Wahlberg recently. Give me Colorado State here. They've finished the season relatively well. They took the L against Boise State. I think that was a perfectly timed loss before the conference tournament. I think they make a little bit of a run here, a little bit of noise. Rams win and cover.
Let's go to the Big West and Henderson right there outside of Vegas. Cal Poly, UC San Diego. The Tritons are laying 5.5. I'm going to lay it, but I don't like it.
Kind of stinks. Give me Cal Poly.
Yeah. Bieniek?
Yeah, I like San Diego State, or I like UC San Diego to make a little bit of run and some noise in this tournament. I think this is a bit too many points for me to be comfortable with because Cal Poly's got that unique play style that can screw up some teams with how fast up and down the court they are. So
Did you say lock?
No, he just froze.
Mm.
Good night, Bieniek.
Yeah. Peyton says, don't listen to SSN. We want Wahlberg. See? We want Wahlberg. We want Wahlberg. Phoenix getting hit with that thunder snow. Next up, we have Rutgers, Minnesota at the barn. Minnesota laying 5.5.
It's in Chicago.
Oh yeah, what am I talking about? This is me being on air too much. How do I get rid of this motherfucker? There we go.
It's hilarious.
Minnesota laying 5.5. I'm gonna lay it. No, I don't know. No bet.
Michael, I think Rutgers has played pretty well down the stretch, actually. They did get drilled by Minnesota recently. I'll lock up Rutgers, man. I think I trust Peichel in this tournament. I've seen him pull off multiple upsets over the years. So,
Magadog locking up the Scarlet Knights.
It's Medved's first experience here in the Big Ten.
That's true. That is true. Next up, we have New Mexico State, Sam Houston. What are you seeing this line at?
Sam Houston like 4.5 rivalry.
I'll lay it with Sam Houston. I'll lock it up. New Mexico State was in a dogfight today. It's asking a lot now. Give me them Bearcats. Lay it. Mac?
And Sam Houston dropped their final 2 home games, but while they were red hot. So yeah, I like Sam Houston as well. Mudge over his former boss. Let's go.
Double log on these Bearcats. Next up, we have South Carolina, Oklahoma. The Sooners lay at 7.5. Lamont Paris will be back next year.
Yep.
I hate. I'm gonna lay the 7.5, but I'm not betting this game.
So Oklahoma's won 4 in a row here. They're off a Texas win.
They're playing their way into the tournament, man.
This is when Porter shits the bed. They've been winning all these games as a dog. Now they're a 7.5 point favorite. South Carolina got nothing to lose here. Lamont Parrott's got some momentum with the new contract. Give me South Kakalaka. Sprinkle some on the money line.
McIntyre's locking up the Cox.
No Cox.
Bieniek?
Did I miss news? Lamont Paris got an extension?
Not an extension. They're just bringing it back next year.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I also missed that then too.
They also beat Oklahoma this year too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Porter's not good in the tournament, or hasn't been good at Oklahoma in the tournament, I guess.
Or as a favorite.
True. So I'll go Gamecocks here, and I can't get down on a bet with South Carolina. What I was saying, I'll take the points with Cal Poly, and then the game that I missed here was
you missed 2. This and the Rutgers game. Yeah.
I'll take Sam Houston in Minnesota.
All right. There we go. Next up, Al on Al action. Temple taking on Florida Atlantic. Florida Atlantic laying 1.5. I hear a little bit of an echo now. I will take FAU. No bet. Mac?
FAU won both games fucking tight. Beat them by 4, beat them by 6. So Give me Temple in the third meeting here. I think this is a tight game again.
Bieniek?
I agree. I'll go Temple Owls here.
All right, then we jump over to a game that I'm actually excited to watch. Clemson is laying 5.5 against Wake Forest. I'm going in on these Deeks. Give me the 5.5 with the Deeks. Muggsy Bogues was there today. Bring it back, Muggs. I think Wake Forest looked all right today. Mac?
Forbes has a relatively high floor. So I think they're going to compete here. I mean, they just beat him a couple weeks ago already. So why can't they do it again? I like Wake to pull the upset, continue the momentum here.
Double lock on these Deeks. Bieniek?
Yeah, this is going to be a triple lock. The cocktail napkin only has them as a 1-point dog. They've already got a win over Clemson this season. I'll take Wake Forest, lock it up, and sprinkle a little bit on the money line there.
Triple lock on these Deeks. Next up, we jump over to a gigantic game in the Big 12. Do you see this line, McIntosh?
4.5.
The TCU won by 3 in overtime the last time they played.
Great game.
Give me Oklahoma State. No bet. Mac?
Yeah, this will be another bet for me. Give me the Pokes. They're fighting for their postseason live. They still got a lot more work to do, but
they've been playing all right the past couple of games. Yeah,
Lutz is a pretty good coach, in my opinion, and they lost a heartbreaker to him in Stillwater. I like him to get revenge here. I actually like the Pokes to pull off the upset.
All right, you talk me into this.
Hot here.
Let's go.
Jamie's too hot here. He's gonna.
Let's go. Double lock on these Pokes. Bieniek?
I'll go Horned Frogs. I'll lay it with them.
Next up, we have San Jose State, Boise State. Boise laying 16 points. I'll take the points. No bet.
Oof. All right, here's a favorite. I'll lay with Boise. No bet, though.
Yeah, don't bet this game.
No.
Bieniek, what are you doing here?
I'm on the Broncos too. I think they're playing very well down the stretch, carrying a little bit of momentum into the tournament. Give me Boise.
Oh, I can't wait for this one because UC Santa Barbara, this line was shocking. Laying 5.5. They got swept by Davis in the regular season.
Yeah.
Now Santa Barbara's laying 5.5 in Vegas against Davis. Huh? What? That means I'm going to lock up Santa Barbara. Minus 5.5 because it makes no sense. Mac?
I think I want to bet Pauly, and I think I want to bet Barbara. The more I'm looking at these two matchups, take Barbara, bounce back off that tough loss on Saturday, and then I'm going to fade UC San Diego off the big win. So yeah, give me Pauly back to that other one, and then give me Barbara here. I'm with you. Let's go.
Bieniek?
I think I can actually make some sense out of why Barbara's laying points here after losing 2 games to Davis.
They have talent.
They lost the second game when Miro Little was injured and did not play. And then they lost the first game against UC Davis during his first game back from his first injury stint. So I just think with him on the floor, they're 12-3. That first game back, he only played 23 minutes against Davis. They ended up losing, kind of just shaking the rust off, everybody figuring out rotation stuff and whatnot. But with him on the floor, they're a different team. And that's why they're laying points. That's why it smells a little bit. Give me the Gauchos. Lock it up with Colby.
Let's go. Triple lock on these Gauchos.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Friends through eternity, loyalty,
UC Santa Barbara. Triple lock laying 5.5. Next up, final game of the evening for a trip to the big dance. The Vandals of Idaho, which I have a future on, taking on the Grizz, the Montana Grizzlies with Money Williams been balling out for him. What is this line currently?
Idaho's laying 1.5 points.
Montana beat them by 5.
They are laying 1.5 points. What?
Yeah.
Montana beat them by 5 on February 7th. And then Montana, didn't they sweep them, or am I crazy?
They did.
Nope.
They swept him. Montana.
Yeah.
7 seed is laying points against the 4 seed.
That's
because
this place is going to be packed for Idaho.
I've been preaching this for years.
Montana travel though.
Yeah,
I just fully expect though that I don't think the game before, like the game tonight or the game before, your lay fan that says, "Hey, our state school can make the
Long
NCAA
Island.
tournament."
Just look at LA.
Yeah. I think it'll be a different crowd tomorrow. I mean,
I've been preaching this for a couple of years now. Like, I truly do believe that there's been momentum building in this program under Pribble. They were one of the preseason favorites for a reason. They have so much experience on this team.
They haven't been to the NCAA tournament since 1989. This place is going to be on fire. This place is going to be on fire.
The line is telling you what's going to happen here. I couldn't scream that more.
They're gonna choke.
I'm
They're
jumping
gonna
on
shit the bed.
I'm doubling down on my Vandals. All right, doubling down on my Vandals. Lock it up. Mac, you battling?
I'll take the proud program. They just find ways to win. They beat the 2 best teams already. NoCo, that was the best team in the league. They smacked their ass. Then they controlled that game against Portland State. I think they break the Vandals fans' heart here. Give me DeQuire and company. Grizz, lock it up.
Bieniek?
I got no reason really to bet Idaho. I've got the future on them. Laying 1.5 is just doubling up on a bet that doesn't need to be. So I don't even know if I would necessarily lock it if I didn't have the future on it. But yeah, I think they win it. Give me the Potato Warriors at home. Like I think that place is going to be buzzing.
Battle. Dundee on the Vandals. Mac on the Grizz. To Robert Martin giving us 25 Canadian. Great fucking show, fellas. Coffee's on me. Let's go. Thank you. Robert Martin's the fucking man. Long time listener of the show. Great dude. Top plays of the night. Let's get to it. Let's just start off with I think what are the top plays, of course. Of course, my shit's gonna freeze right now. Hang on. Let's go with I think Ole Miss getting 6.5 against Texas will hit. I believe Santa Barbara will hit against Davis. I believe shit's hard. There's a lot that I like. The third game, give me. Am I really doing this? Give me Iowa State lay at 11.5 against Arizona State. Why change horses midstream? Just bet this a week ago. It hit the dog to win outright. I think Ole Miss. Beard's going to get his revenge. Is that the biggest value for my clientele? Probably, right?
Them or Hail State.
Although I could see Pitt doing it, but no. Give me. I think Beard and Ole Miss are going to get Texas. Let's go. Mac, fire away.
I'll lay with Schmidt in the early window. He's been really good in this tournament historically. I like Barbara as well, laying that number late. new season for them with all that talent. I love Beard in a get-up spot as well against Texas. He should have won the first game in Austin. And it's Sean Miller can't lose type of game. Well, we've seen him choke in big spots before. And then I will fade the Foo-Foo NBA team to get swept by the Mountaineers. Defense wins in March. Plus 175. Give me my ears to advance to Houston.
There we go. Bieniek, fire.
I will take everybody to SMU Louisville, a game where probably no defense will get played. Give me the over 164.5 there. Give me the inherited value on the -5.5 of Liberty. I think they've just cruised through the finish line rather than sprinting through. And there's just been a little bit of a discount on this number because they haven't played well, or at least that's what the computers see, where I just think they've kind of, played with their food and gotten taken down a little bit, but they didn't necessarily need any of those games, and they weren't in at large consideration. So yeah, it was like a nothing burger down the final 4 games for them in the regular season. Give me Wake Forest plus 5.5. They already own a win over Clemson. Cocktail Napkin thinks that they could be favored in the game. It's got plus 1.5 there. Sprinkle a little bit on that money line. And then the dog for me, give me another hilarious ACC final. Pitt beats NC State to eliminate a third straight ACC bubble team. Cal, Syracuse, Stanford. Pitt's 4 and
Syracuse.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Cal, Stanford, NC State.
Yeah. Like Syracuse on the bubble.
No, to eliminate a third straight ACC bubble team. Syracuse, Cal, Stanford, NC State. I said Syracuse again. Pitt is 4-2 in their last 6 straight up. So, money line.
There we go. Folks, give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. Check out the college baseball experience. Also check out the college football experience and the FCS college football experience. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. He hosts that with myself. Football. That is. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. The college basketball experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. It's March, baby. Let's fucking go. Till next time. This is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
You get ripped apart. Save the cookie cutter mother for 106 apart. Cause of your liquor will I sip your heart. You never dumb it down, dawg. If you're smart, I throw out a couple of lines. Biters are quick to cross. Fishy you on a dick till I piss you off. It goes tits and bras, lips and jaws. I use my common sense to see the bitch and all. Good thing you got the market corner. Kids and malls. Grip the red carpet as you slip and fall off. Another career spear. Thanks for trying to block. You get an A for effort and an F for shut the fuck up. Here's a hint. Put down the mic, you catch a glimpse. And keep them eyes wide when you see me. Mike's I sees them. So when you see him, you got a good reason to look. Catch a glimpse. A lot of these heads need to improve their improv. Talent's not a program you download to install. Quality spread through hard work, no involved. My peers respect me cause I'm genuinely involved. Beyond gathering names to build up my buddy list. You decide, friendships and pounds of suicide and bloody risk. Come equipped or leave empty-handed. They don't call me C's for nothing. See the camera? Smile, click. Here comes the picture. You act like a child. Manhood don't fit ya. I'll break your whole style down to a bumper sticker. And never need a gun to lift ya. Here's a hint. Put down the mic and catch a glimpse. And keep them eyes wide when you see me. Mike's I sees them. So when you see him, you got a good reason to look.